So I am sitting in northern France on a rock that is 2 billion years old. I read about this before I came to France, and I had to come and find it, and here I am, sitting on a rock that is 2 billion years old. This is a Gneiss. I don't even know the period, like where the heck, what was going on 2 billion years ago, and how the hell did this survive? There's a lot of other really cool stuff around here. There's up in the side there. There's loess from the ice age that happened here. I guess it was 80,000 years ago. 2 billion. I can't get over this. Anyway, so the place that I'm at is, I got this little book here. Geotourism in Finestre. So that's a part of France where I'm at. And I'm in this little town called Locquirec. And it's a specific little, you can see over here behind me here, there's a beach. And the beach is called Le Moulin de la Rive. I'm not sure what Moulin is. Something of the river, Moulin de la Rive. And yeah, so there's this rock here. In French, they write it as 2,000 million years old. Nice. And they're saying that the lighter part of the gneiss is made up of sedimentary rocks mixed in with the dark stuff is a type of volcanic rock, and then they get squished together and become this other type of rock called gneiss. So here we go. There's some gneiss here. Anyway, I'm here, and I just want to it took me a while to kind of walk over here, but I just want to show some of the other stuff that's here. I mean, it's hard to hop. It's hard to top 2 billion year old rock. I mean, this is fucking amazing here. I got 2 billion year old rock. I guess this one over here is 2 billion years old too. And that one over there. And that one. Let's have a look at some more 2 billion year old rocks. They all have this same kind of pattern. So here's my book I'm looking at, Geotourism. And if you can read French, good for you. You can read it. I did some translations and I figured it out, but here's the spot that I found. Moulin de Rive. And we're right there. Beach is over here, we're there. And this is what we were looking for. This is what they showed us in the book. And it looks a lot like this. What do you think? Looks pretty much the same shit to me. Anyway, there was a couple of other things around here that was super cool, so I'm just gonna pack up my book. So here we are. Got the nice beach over here. Oh, sorry, there's the beach. All these rocks here. Apparently all these rocks here are part of this collection of gneiss. Some of it looks more like gneiss than others. But I was just over here to this area here, and there's some interfingering here. So there's obviously different types of rocks that are coming in here. So this one, this right here, and I'm standing on right now, that's the same stuff that I was sitting on back there. Then you get this nice dark stuff in here. Say, interfingered. And then that stuff over there looks like the same kind of gneiss. 2 billion years old! I still can't get over that, folks. That's freaking amazing. So, yeah, in the book it was saying that a bunch of this has been turned into boulders. So, yeah. 2 billion year old boulder. Probably wasn't turned into a boulder 2 billion years ago. I will, I'm going to keep this footage. I'm gonna keep this footage, and I mean, I just read about it and had to come and see it. So I will upload this because it's kind of fun, and see if I can edit together something a little bit more, something that makes more sense as to what the story is here. Oh, wait a second. There's another piece of 2 billion year old gneiss. It's all over the place here. I was looking for something specific, but I guess there's quite a bit here. And yeah, this looks like something that's been interfingered with, like, this is a different rock formation. It's got like a greenish kind of look to it. Although it does kind of have a bit of a gneiss-y kind of look to it because it's got some patterns in here. But this might be erosional. Oh, here we go. We got some more dark stuff. I was super excited to find all this other stuff. Find the 2 billion year old gneiss. But as I was walking along, I was finding all this other stuff. This is really dark. And usually when I'm finding like this dark stuff, I'm thinking basalt, but freaking who knows? Wait a second. Here's some more of that 2 billion year old gneiss. Look at this stuff. Get the lighter. I guess it's, what did I say before? So the gneiss is made up of volcanic and sedimentary. So the lighter stuff is the sedimentary rock, and the darker stuff is volcanic. And then it just gets buried and squished. So there's a nice boulder there. Nice. And then we have a rock here that looks like it's, oh, this one's really cool actually. It has a lot of bigger type stuff over here, and then it's pretty fine over here. So this might be like a joining of two different types of two different formations. Anyway, yeah, it said there was going to be a bunch of smaller stuff. There's another one here. Two different types. There's more of this boulder of gneiss. I want to get back over to this other spot that I found. So I found these huge feldspar crystals. Hello. Where was that crystal that I found, that really big crystal? You don't remember. There's so much stuff over here. But I can see from this height, yeah, you can see the different rock types here. Hold on, I'm gonna switch around. So coming up from the beach. Yeah? Some kayakers out there. Stand-up paddleboard. There's a whole bunch of these. You can see them all throughout here. These, the lighter colored ones. This one right down here in the middle here. That's that gneiss. How old is that gneiss? How old is that gneiss, you say? It is 2 billion years old! Woo. Let's see what else we got here. Yeah, so there's another piece there. It's been turned into these giant boulders, broken apart. But the thing is because it's gneiss, which is a metamorphic rock, it's extremely hard. So it's difficult to break up and turn into sand and whatever. So it stayed here a long time. Hold on a second. There we go. Yeah, I saw that when I first got here. That's why I was trying to call you up. Oh, look at dragonfly. This place is so cool. You gonna try to catch it? Yeah, I saw him go under there. All right, so there's some more stuff up here. Seeing as I'm here, I'm gonna climb up here and go check it out. If I can use my rock hopping skills. I'm not as young as I used to be, but this is fun. All right, we're getting up here. So we have an unconformity, which I mentioned in another video, where we have a big gap in time. But this big gap in time, I don't think this is the 2 billion year gap. But what we got behind here is above is the loess. What? If you want to, it's going to be gross. Anyway, trying to multitask here. Above us, can't really see it. Let me just switch the camera around and point it out. I'll do that in a second. But here we've got, it's a mixture of loess and then some bigger chunks. So I guess you could consider that like an unsorted, I don't know what the word, sorry. It's a package of soil that has a lot of fine stuff and then some other stuff mixed into it. Basically, it's what's left over of the glacial period that happened here. I guess the last glacial maximum that iced over France was 80,000 years ago. And as the glacier comes along, it just destroys the crap of whatever it touches. And as it retreated, it left behind it crushed up rocks in the form of sand, silt, clay, and in particular, this smaller stuff here is loess, L-O-E-S-S. I'm going to flip it around and show you some of the specifics. Okay, so we got a little bit of a matrix here. This is similar to some of the other stuff that I saw on some of the other beaches that we were doing, where you find this soil, and it's a loose type stuff, and then it's got mixed in it all these rocks of different sizes, and these are pretty angular, so they didn't travel very far. You can tell if something has traveled very far, especially in a package kind of like this. If it's traveled very far, it's going to have rounded edges. So anyway, this looks like glacial deposits that it tore it up fairly locally, and then as the glaciers retreated, dropped this stuff in here. Anyway, the unconformity that I was talking about is right here. So you got this loose mixture of rocks and stuff like that, and then you get this rock material below. And this actually kind of looks like there were some striations along here. You can see, I hadn't seen that before on any of the other outcrops, but yeah, no, it looks like you got this direction of travel of the ice. which I guess kind of makes sense. It's moving towards lowland, and out there is lower land, so the glaciers are going to be thicker out here and moving towards here, which is lowland. Direction of travel of a glacier. Boom. Anyway, I don't think this is the Gneiss. It does look like Gneiss, actually, but I don't think this is the Gneiss that they were talking about. It must be from a different period. But there was some other crystals over here. Must be from something else. This is going to be a long fucking video to edit down, but where's that 2 billion year old rock? I found the rock. I found that old rock. I'll show it to you. Let me just go finish up this. I'm going to go shoot a little bit of video and I'll come back. See if you can catch that fish. I know. Really big. Anyway, there's huge feldspar crystals over here. So I want to go find that, and like I say, I might, when I get home, do a little bit of research and find out what's kind of going on in this area. But for now, just checking out rocks. This is fucking cool. 2 billion year old rock. Yeah. Where is it? I was walking around here somewhere. See if we can find these feldspar crystals. They're so big. Found them. Found them. They're over here. I'm gonna flip around. Oh. All right. So, oh, I just got a big soaker there. All right. So, 2 billion year old rocks over that way. We're making our way back to the beach. But, quick little stop over here before we say goodbye. Check out the fucking size of these crystals here. I believe this is all feldspar. Intrusion here. And there's some more right here. Some more right here. Nice big ass chunk right here. Again, I'd get the size of this for, I'd say that's feldspar. Has that milky kind of look to it. And then, yeah, this is the one I first saw. Right there. Look at the size of these suckers. These are huge. One there, one there. Oh, and here's the other one. And you know what? Now that I've actually seen the 2 billion year old rock over there, after I was so excited about this and keeping on going, look what's sitting right next to it. Right there. Right there. Right here. 2 billion year old rock. Amazing. Yeah, and there's a bunch of them around here. I just didn't know what I was looking for. This one's kind of cool. So, from northern France, standing on top of 2 billion year old rock. Au revoir. I will catch you in the next video.